the 12th day of January, 2022. I'm still trying to figure out what happened to a couple of days in between. I'll get caught up anyway. We do have the NFL Network now coming up. To know what's going on, we do have lots of NFL action coming up this weekend, to include the Raiders. No, I'm sorry, no Chargers, but we do have Raiders. Here's an idea. Take a day and visit the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. Well, it's a delightful place. You're going to find all sorts of things, great ideas, and you're going to find delicious homemade chocolates. You're going to find fresh English toffee, pecan turtles made from a special recipe from scratch at the Peanut Patch. You're going to find so many things, and you're going to find nice people who give you a smile to offer suggestions that you'll love. The Peanut Patch. From Imperial Valley to Avenue 3E exit from Interstate 8. Turn right, that's south, past MCA Yuma. You come to East Canyon Street. Go about a mile and a half and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. So many delicious things. And keep in mind, Valentine's Day will be here before you know it. So, the patch might be just a place to go for a Valentine's gift.
I'm Steve Weissman with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The verdict is in, and Joe Judge is out in New York. The Giants fired their head coach Tuesday after a 10-23 record in 2 seasons. The Giants are also looking for a new general manager after the retirement of Dave Gettleman on Monday. The team says they'll hire a new GM first before beginning a coaching search. Meantime, another fired head coach may not be out of work for long. Brian Flores received an interview request from the Bears for their open head coaching job just one day after his surprise dismissal by the Dolphins. Chicago is also requesting interviews with Bucs coordinators Byron Leftwich and Todd Bowles and Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn. Quinn is a hot candidate on the market. He also received interview requests from the Broncos, Dolphins, and Jags. For an up-to-the-minute list of which teams are interviewing which coaches, make sure to check out NFL.com. This has been NFL on the One Radio Network.
Taco Bell presents a get-out-of-bedtime story. It's time to wake up from this amazing dream, even though you're jet skiing on lemonade. How extreme! And oh, look at that, you just lottery. Is that a castle? Take the keys, it's your property. What's better than space? Just wait for the big reveal. It's Taco Bell bread, and it's actually real. So it's time to wake up and bid your dreams farewell, because toasted breakfast burritos are waiting for you, only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. New year, new look. Nothing says fresh start. Clean-shaven face, a perfectly tired, handsome mustache. However you shave, there's nothing better than saving money all year long. And with cartridge refills as low as $2 each, a steady supply of high-quality razors from Harry's. Spend less to look your best. So go to harrys.com now and use code NEW22 to check out a starter set with razor, handle, shave gel, and travel cover for just $3.
We are the Imperial Valley's 830 Kxo, El Centro, California. Good morning, Gene. Where you been?
I was just going to ask you, man. We've been looking all over for you.
Well, I was covered in Vicks Vapor Rub.
That's the smell that was
yes,
progressing down the street.
Yes.
And they're using that stuff for all kinds of things.
Well, I have a cold and still lingering effects of a cold. One of the few times I would say I was very thrilled to learn it's just a cold.
You celebrated then.
Well, not really in any mood to celebrate, but it's been nastier colds that I can recall. It
in the top 10 then.
Yeah, kind of goes deep and just hangs on. And just as I'm on the downside, Peg got it.
hurt as severe as yours?
Well, it's starting off that way, yes. So,
yeah.
Thanks to our neighbors, Nancy and Kevin, brought some chicken soup over.
Certainly, yes.
And
it's the Imperial Valley's version of penicillin.
Well, it's not just the Imperial Valley's version. That's the universal version.
We have possession of it right now, and we have control of the microphones. It's Imperial Valley.
Okay, you got it.
It's universal.
And then followed that up last night. Pam and I together made albondigas.
Mm-hmm.
We proved that gringos can make albondigas.
Yeah, did you test it on anybody?
Just us. We didn't want to share. It was good. It is good.
Well, and you didn't want to share what you had either.
Exactly. And typical with something like soup or stew, it's even better the second day.
Yeah. It is.
Okay, are you ready for some birthdays?
Birthdays. We have a plethora.
We have a bunch.
Okay.
Okay. Actor Anthony Andrews is 74. Kirstie Alley is 71. And let's see, Howard Stern, is he still around? The King of Austria is 60. And let's see, actor Oliver Platt is 62. Actor Olivier Martinez, 56. And actor Farrah Fork, 50. Actor Rachel Harris, 54. And actor Sabrina Guevara, 50. Singer Melanie Chisholm of, she would be Sporty Spice Girls, 48. And actor Issa Rae, 37. Singer Zayn, formerly of One Direction, 29. Just one name, Zayn. So the shot birthdays, local one up.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 or on Sunday at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to kxoradio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's talk about it. It is a behavioral health service.
We have happy wishes going out today to Carlos Alcantar, Isabella Guillen, Carson Hawk, Orlando Castrita, Irma Picasso, Selena Gonzalez, Rosie Torres, Petra Quiroz, Rosie Fernandez, Gannon Beal, Liz Vasquez, Cheryl Perez, Diana Howell, Eric Vasquez, Jaime Esquer, Kevin Weeks, Nelly Guerra, Yvonne Furr, Adela Alvarez, Estefany Garcia, Belia Corral, and Julie Silva. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay. Have I missed anything being out a couple of days?
Oh, man, you haven't got enough time to tell you all the things that you missed.
Okay.
So we'll have to work on that list. We're probably going to have to pare it down a bit.
And you, like everybody else, if you're going to talk to me, you're going to have to talk last. My ears are still so congested. I can hardly hear anything. And, that's one of the things, that's kind of how the cold started. Got all sorts of congestion in the head, and then it just kind of slipped on down into the lungs.
Well, I'm glad that you're on the mend.
I think so. And just rule number one is don't push it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. And don't share.
Absolutely. I'm not the sharing mood.
Yes. So I brought a 5-gallon tub of Lysol spray in the control room.
And albondigas.
Yeah, and albondigas, yes. Yeah.
The two of those together, what more asks for?
Pretty much. You throw in some chicken soup on the side and you got it made. Yes. Okay. And don't forget football coming up this weekend.
Man, do we have football.
Yeah, we've got the Raiders and the Bengals on FM 107.5 at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Then on AM 1230, we've got the second game on Saturday, and that would be the Patriots and the Bills. Sunday, it's a triple header right here. The Eagles and the Bucks, the 49ers and the Cowboys, and the Steelers and the Chiefs. And then we'll throw in a Monday game as well, the Cardinals and the Rams.
Yeah, so there's more football there than you can shake a stick at.
Yes. Okay, are you ready?
We have news coming up.
Let's look at World in California news headlines right now, brought to you this morning by Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. Inflation has hit its fastest pace since 1982. That means we're paying a lot more for just about everything. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Driving the increase was a surge in energy prices, up by more than 29%. Food up by more than 6%.
A judge in New York has rejected a Prince Andrew to throw out a sex assault case. CBS's Vicky Barker from London.
Judge Lewis Kaplan ruling that Virginia Giuffre's civil assault case against can go ahead, that the prince was not necessarily a 2009 agreement absolving any of Epstein's associates from prosecution.
The Biden administration is doubling the number of free COVID tests it sends schools each month. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona tells CBS that it's done out of an abundance of caution. And kids in Chicago last today. CBS News Brief, Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call a Lock Air Conditioning VIP at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and repairs and priority prompt service. Lock Air is your local York dealer. Repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate. Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York. Install with contractor's license number 69621.
California headline news: COVID cases and hospitalizations still growing. Many patients essentially boarding in the emergency department, waiting for beds in inpatient units that are already full of sick people, many unvaccinated with COVID-19.
While the unvaccinated patient dies, the rest of their loved ones then go on to suffer, knowing that this was something that was preventable.
At Providence Cedars-Sinai Tarzana Medical Center in Los Angeles. People now detained by L.A. police in connection with the shooting death of off-duty police officer Fernando Arroyos on Monday. This is the 27-year-old officer's a tribute to his life and his character.
Kind of grew up with him, and just a good kid, always super straight edge, always hardworking, really into school. Definitely wanted the best for his family.
Police suspect was in a fight off a robbery attempt. Governor Newsom suggesting he might call for the suspension of diesel taxes here, maybe next year too. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Introducing Venture X, Capital One's new travel card for people always asking,
where next?
You earn 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy with Venture X. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Yes, Ms. Tubbs. No problem. Someone about the plumbing. One of Beatrice's properties needs a new superintendent. The custodial team is not someone with handyman superpowers and a concierge alter ego. Does anyone know any good electricians near Parkville? Can hire great people fast. I need Indeed. Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com, credit, and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
In one of the local news, page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire Centers, Raleigh and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local Wednesday morning COVID numbers, here is an update. George Gale has the story.
New numbers were released Tuesday. Numbers are released by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, active cases of COVID-19 are at 2,663 as compared to 1,304 last week. Attributed to the virus have also increased. Latest report indicates 800 deaths. As of 709 reported last week. Delta variant cases have increased to 1,111 since the variant was first encountered. There is still just one Omicron variant reported in the county. Omicron was reported in late December. The latest state metrics for Imperial County indicates a positivity rate, 7-day average, at 26.5%. New cases per day per 100,000 is at 95.10. Total vaccine doses administered in Imperial County are now at just over 364,500. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Cal Highway Patrol reported a single vehicle accident this morning at around 5:30 a.m. at Dannon and Fitzer Road. The vehicle, a late model Nissan, what is described as the vehicle over a ditch. There is no other information on injuries or anything else like that at this point as the investigation of the accident continues. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Others in Raleigh and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers take care of your automotive needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
In other local news, an increase in citrus pest detection. Here's more story.
A recent spike in Asian citrus psyllid detection in Rio County. It has growers and residents concerned about that of a fatal plant disease, Wong Long Bing, that can be spread to the invasive pest. Rio County residents are being asked to inspect their backyard trees for EPP and to be aware that the California Department of Food and Agriculture will be surveying citrus trees near the detection sites to look for additions. Residents also notice yellow stick tabs being placed in citrus trees. CDFA is also releasing tiny insects in Imperial neighborhoods to produce or reduce populations of ACP. Tiny insects are natural predators of the pest. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial County Science Fair will take place January the 12th. That's today and tomorrow. On Wednesday from 1 to 5 p.m., science projects will be checked in set up by students at the Imperial County Office of Administrative Conference Building. On Thursday from 8 a.m. until noon, judges will evaluate the exhibits. Students will not be present during judging. A virtual awards ceremony will take place at 6 p.m. Tomorrow via Zoom. That concludes this edition of Local News for page 2.
Page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue at Central Motors, and soon a third Quick Lane location coming to the Imperial Valley.
Beer, we want you to be happy, live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family. Let's make time for time. All the drinks, food, and great service too. Everything you need right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and beer. The best burgers in town.
It's page 2 of the news, and it is brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, auto and home insurance as well.
Continuing with more news, 2 major Holtville events scheduled for the first part of this year. Here's more on that story.
Scheduled for the beginning of February. First is the 75th Annual Carrot Festival Coronation of the Year on February 4th. It's by the Holtville Chamber of Commerce and will be held at the Imperial Valley Swiss Club, 1585 East Worth Road in Holtville. Doors open at 6 p.m. The event will feature the State of the City Address, special performance by Dance and Feet, the 2022 Citizen of the Year, 2022 Grand March, and the crowning of the Carrot Festival royalty. Contact the Holtville Chamber for ticket information. On February 5th, Holtville Rotary will present the second annual Pulled Pork Cook-Off. The event will take place from 4 to 9 p.m. on Avenue. There will be a cornhole tournament and live music from Sweet Rock. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
6 rescued in 2 separate events. They were reported last week. Both were in the Ocumba Wilderness region near Ocotillo. Came after 2 hikers reported they were lost. Patrol agents responded to the GPS coordinates provided by the hikers. About 2 miles of State Route 2, the agents found 5 hikers. It was determined all were safe. The second instance, a Mexican citizen who called for assistance after entering the U.S. illegally. Agents found the individual about 3 miles north of the U.S.-Mexico border. After it was determined the person did not have legal documents to be in this country, he was taken into custody. Since October, El Centro Sector Border Patrol agents successfully rescued 76 individuals who were lost or abandoned by smugglers. Well, 2 arrested on Thursday. Firearm, ammo, and meth are seized as part of that. Here's more on that story.
It was during a vehicle stop. Border Patrol detection team conducted the stop at 218 Nissan 86, about a mile south of Airport Boulevard. During the inspection of the vehicle, the K-9 detected possible narcotics in the front of the vehicle. Agents searched the backpack and discovered a bundle wrapped in black electrical tape and an unregistered handgun that was loaded and 3 boxes of unused ammo. The bundle weighed 1.1 pounds, tested positive for methamphetamine with an estimated value of $1,800. Records reveal the driver of the vehicle had prior convictions for smuggling marijuana. Passenger had a previous conviction for alien smuggling. 43-year-old male driver and the 41-year-old female passenger, firearm and contraband, were all turned over to the Brawley Department. For KXO Local News, George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Well, before we do that, Gene, just trying to give you a little bit of an update. And about 11:30 last night, a structure fire, 100 block of El Centro Avenue, an abandoned residence fully engulfed in flames, and El Centro Fire responded and reported that fire extinguished almost immediately.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans. We offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate. Pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
The National Weather Service says dry weather usually warm temperatures will persist through the remainder of this week with just periods of passing high clouds. The weather pattern will be controlled through the weekend with a slow move only wobbling towards the region early next week. 73 the high today, 43 our overnight low. Partly sunny today with a high near 73. Light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Partly cloudy with a low around 46. West wind about 5 miles an hour becoming south. And Thursday will be mostly with a high near 74. Light wind becoming north about miles an hour. 47 degrees downtown, 49% relative humidity out of the west at about 5 miles an hour. Air quality good everywhere except Calexico and Mexicali, where air quality is moderate. Page 2 of the news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, and Medicare supplemental coverage.
Cocopah Casino and Resort is handing out cold cash in January. You could win up to $1,000. Grand $5,000 in cold cash. Every Saturday between 8 p.m., 2 winners every hour could win up to $1,000. Then on January 29th, one lucky winner will be drawn for $5,000. You can earn entries now by playing slots or table games with your Rewards Club for T. Cocopah Casino has your cash because we love our locals at Cocopah Casino, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
It's sports time. Sports time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Care District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NFL football Saturday, it's the Raiders and the Bengals on FM 107.5. That's at 1 p.m. The Patriots and the Bills follow Saturday at 4:45, right on 12:30. NBA action last night. The Wizards whipped the Thunder 102-118. Suns topped the Raptors 99-95. Grizzlies over the Warriors 116-108. Pelicans slipped by the Timberwolves 128-120. Bulls beat up on the 133-87. And the Clippers, well, they slipped by the Nuggets 87-85.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for care needs. Let our dedicated physicians guide you to better health. Is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. Information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, Major League Baseball, the league and others will hold a bargaining tomorrow, returning to the table by Zoom in an effort to work a new collective bargaining agreement. The meeting is expected to see a new proposal regarding some core economic and competitive issues. And speaking of baseball, John Brister has announced his retirement for 16 seasons and 3 World Series. Lester told ESPN that his body just isn't up for Major League season anymore. Oh, back to football. The New York Giants coach Joe Judge yesterday after his 2 losing seasons with the team. The move comes a day after general manager Dave Gettleman retired before they could fire him. That's it. Sports time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. For more information about Pioneers, log on to pioneers.org.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When using Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed business forms, and everything else in between. Imperial Pocket offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at West Main Street and South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And right now, we could financial news, brief weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security, well, they also offer live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, the pandemic price hikes didn't let up the last of 2020. A key inflation gauge at a fresh 9-year high. The triple food and energy costs, which tend to be more volatile, even in non-pandemic times, inflation rose to 5.5% between 2020 and December 2021, the biggest annual jump since February of 1991. Food costs also went up. Cost declined just a tad. And Syndicated is ending its consumer banking operations in Mexico as part of a broad strategic shift under Fraser. The bank announced yesterday that it's the consumer, small business, and middle market banking operations of its Mexican business as Banamex City, which has operated in Mexico for over, said it would continue to have an institutional presence in that country.
Southwest Security Company is the only company protecting your property or your business, now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street Metro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours, 365 days a year.
It will be partly sunny today. High near 73, light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Tonight, partly with a low around 46. West wind about 5 miles an hour becoming south later. And stay mostly sunny with a high near 74. Light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour. 46 degrees, 49% relative humidity. Numbers. Well, across the board, on the big board, everything is green. The Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ all up. Oil up $1.28 a barrel. That's it for financial news brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Now news. Boosters for Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson vaccines are available. They help keep your immunity strong and help keep you and others protected against COVID-19 and its variants. Visit myturn.gov to find out if you're eligible and to find a booster near you. Let's keep each other safer and healthier this year. Get your booster, and don't forget to get your flu shot too. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
The best oldies on the radio. So, El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local source.
CPS on the hour by the Exogen Temporal Scanner. I'm Steve Ethan. It's a winter of discontent in the nation's supermarkets.
Even the water, the milk, there's nothing that we could buy that's actually affordable for us now.
Higher prices, all spelled out in the December inflation report. CBS News business analyst Jill
is running at the hottest pace since June of 1982. The government reported that CPI increased 7% from a year ago, even when taking out food and energy. Core is up 5.5%.
With COVID cases at pandemic highs, the Biden administration is vowing to get rapid and PCR tests into the schools. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona on CBS Mornings.
Tests
We're pricing our schools. We recognize that schools are the hubs of the community. You get distribution as early as next week to make them stay open.
A federal judge in New York has rejected an effort by Britton Andrew to dismiss a lawsuit from an American woman that accuses him of sexually abusing her when she was 17. And on another matter today in Britain, an apology from the Prime Minister.
Boris Johnson finally admitting that, yes, he did attend on the grounds of his prime ministerial residence when all such gatherings were banned. But
I thought it was a work event, and this is his defence that he didn't realise he was at a party.
Opposition Labour leader Keir Starmer.
It's so that it's actually offensive.
Johnson resisting to resign, some of them from within his conservative.
The U.S. and NATO allies met with top Russian envoys. Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Shez pushed back to attempt to stop Ukraine from possibly becoming an alliance member.
Together, the United States and our NATO allies made clear we will not slam the door shut on NATO's open door policy.
NATO's Secretary General, significant differences remain. From Hollywood, award nominations from the Screen Actors Guild.
You got a guy? No. You act like it pains you to hit together.
Power of the and House of Gucci are tied with 3 each. Will Smith, Denzel Washington, Lady Gaga, and Olivia Colman are among actors with nominations. The awards are set for February 27th, a month before the Motion Picture Academy, meantime, says it does have a host this year for the Oscars. Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 60 points. This is CBS News.
The leading soap it is a feed, so everyone needs it. Try the Inter .com. That's Exogen.com. BC Powder. Life pushes us to the max. Work to the max. Family to the max. It can all meet to the max. So BC introduces new BC Max Strength. BC Max relieves tough headaches and body pain at the speed of powder. Nothing stronger on pain without a prescription. Pain to the max? BC in a great tasting lemonade flavor.
Who brought the sauce?
I brought the sauce.
Who made the sauce?
I made the sauce.
Who brought the sauce?
Build the sauce? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty spills and messes quick, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading ordinary brand.
The sauce.
I brought the sauce. I made the sauce.
What's in the sauce?
I am the sauce.
Bounty, the quicker.
Protests and a call for a federal investigation in North Carolina.
Off-duty Sheriff's Deputy Jeffrey Hash fatally shot 37-year-old Jason Walker after the man ran into traffic at Phil, according to investigators.
On my vehicle and broke my windshield. I just shot him.
A witness Hash hit Walker's vehicle. The City Council Justice Department to get involved.
I believe that is to ensure as much transparency as possible.
Fayetteville Police Chief Gina Hawkins spoke to CBS TV affiliate WN Raleigh. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
It was a bad night for unbeaten teams in college basketball. Number 1 ranked Baylor had a 1-game streak dating back to last year. Snap Texas Tech. And number 5 Southern Cali's first year to Pac-12 rival Stanford. I'm Hathan, CBS News.
Now the best oldies on the with Carroll.
I can't go a day without it.
12:30.